How you feel about that? How you feel about artists that you can basically hear that in their music?
Okay. This is the way I feel about it.
You ain't gonna make it because I'm only gonna sound that other artist. So every time I hear you, I'm gonna want to go listen to the other artist.
Right.
So what's the point?
This is the way I feel about it. A hit is a hit.
A hit is a hit.
A hit is a hit. So if you have a song that you sound like Future, and if Future was to use these exact lyrics, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is one of the hardest Future songs. You have to acknowledge that that's a hit. Yeah, he stole the other guy's sound, but he created a hit. Now, even though it's a hit, I don't respect it. Like, now, so my example would be Future and
There's no example.
I got bras in Atlanta, sipping codeine in the Fanta. Yeah, Designer. Yeah. Future and Designer,
but
right?
Where's Designer now?
But Designer's making a whole lot more money than a whole bunch of other motherfuckers sounding like niggas.
Look. When I hear that, like I take it like this: make a hit. When you say a hit, what do you mean a hit? When I say like, because that song that Designer popped off on,
Panda,
was not the original song that he popped off on. Correct?
Designer?
No. He came out. He
On
probably
Father
came.
Don't Stretch My Hands, right?
That's Pablo. That's Kanye. He came out with Kanye, and it was a sample. It may have been his song,
Nah,
but Kanye put that man on. So when you say
Kanye
hit,
introduced
he probably
him,
had
but
a hit.
No, bro, Panda was a hit, bro. Don't sit up there and act like.
No, it was.
Don't sit up there and act
I'm
like.
not saying that, but like
Panda wasn't on the radio stations.
Panda was out, right? Or Panda out prior to Pablo?
Yes.
All right, so Panda was out, and nobody cared about it.
Yes, it was on the radio. That's what I'm telling you. It was on the radio.
No. I feel like I've heard it.
No, Panda was not. No, Panda was not.
No, I heard it in Charlotte. I heard it in Charlotte, North Carolina. Panda was on the radio. It was in the club.
Bro, but what is not? It was not. It wasn't all across the country.
Yes, it was. It was mainstream before Pablo.
No.
Yes, it was.
I heard.
Yes, it was.
I heard it on Pablo.
I had no
Yes,
idea.
it was.
I heard it on Pablo.
I'm telling you, because I guarantee you, y'all motherfuckers probably thought it was Future. Then y'all found out, nah, that motherfucker Designer on
100%.
Pablo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, Panda was already.
I'm not arguing that it wasn't out. I'm just saying that it didn't get spun.
It was it was spin. It was being spun.
I'm not arguing that it didn't get spun. I'm just saying the time frame of when it got. No. Look. Think about it like this. I put a song out. It's not getting spins.
Right. Bro, just look it up. Look it up. Okay. Nah, look it up. Because you're not going to compare Chattanooga radio to Charlotte radio.
Because I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing that it didn't come out earlier. I'm arguing that it didn't get spins until Kanye
Exactly. And I'm telling you, yes, it was getting spins before the sample.
Nearly as many.
Thank you.
I mean,
it was popular before the sample. No. It was popular before the sample. Yes.
It was not.
Look it up.
I just don't
look it up. Don't even argue it. Look it up. I'm arguing. I don't have the last.
What's the question I'm going to ask? Did the song come out earlier? Because that's not what I'm arguing. I'm arguing the fact that it get popular because of the Life of Pablo song.
The way you would figure this out is if you could go back and look at the view count for Panda prior to Pablo leaking. Because I'm going to say leaking because it leaked majorly before Tidal.
And I remember listening to it. I was like, what's this Designer song? And then I finally went and listened to the Designer song. And I was like, oh, this is probably why it's getting spins. And then I started hearing after Pablo's album has died, Designer songs started getting major hits on the radio, and then that's when I saw him pop up. That's exactly the time frame I heard. I heard nothing about Designer before the Pablo album,
and then right after Pablo got everybody was like, "Whoa, it's Future clone!" Like, "Oh no, that's dope as fuck." Blah blah.
Yeah.
Then he dropped Timmy Turner right close by, right? Or he did XXL. Didn't he get?
No, he did Timmy Turner.
But I'm saying,
he did. He was XXL freshman or something like that.
And I think he did Timmy Turner as an acapella for his freestyle. And it went viral because everybody's like, "This shit sucks." And then he put out the song, and everybody's like, "Whoa, this is actually kind of fucking good."
But I'm telling you, after that, he died off because everybody was like, you know what, it's just Future.
Since you didn't want to look it up, I looked it up for y'all real quick. Rolling Stone named Panda one of the 30 best songs of the first half of 2016. And the song came out in 2015. Right? And the Future-esque rapping and menacing trap beat that underlies Panda's ridiculous repetition were already making internet waves. But a prominent sample on Kanye West, a fixture of Life Pablo, made Designer a fixture everywhere from car stereos to Vogue shoots. That's what
I've told you. And Life of Pablo came out February 14th, 2016.
And I'm
so
telling
that's right fresh.
I'm
telling you, it was getting spins.
But
15.
I'm not arguing that he didn't put the song out.
All right, well, look at how many. Look at the numbers that he
Kanye
did in 15. Look at the numbers that he did in 15, because that will tell you. That will tell you if it was popping.
The argument was, what do you consider a hit then? Because my argument was,
it was a hit before it was a sample. It was a yes, it was. It was a single. It was a hit before it was a sample. That's what I'm telling you. And you're saying that it wasn't, but it was.
It's a hit. Is a hit based off of another hit?
No, it's not.
So like,
it would never have.
So
hit
so what's
like
Future? What's Future's hit? What's Future's hit? It was never off a sample. It was one off.
Bro,
off
it wasn't.
Right.
All it was a cosign. That's all it was.
Nah, I feel
yes,
like
it was.
there was
Him
a song
sampling
called,
Designer was just a cosign that he's with good music.
But if Kanye never does that, nobody's gonna take him seriously as a.
Nobody took him serious before because he sounded like Future.
But they did
That's
after
the
that,
thing.
is what I'm saying.
Because he got co-signed.
By Kanye,
Everybody was already fucking with the song because we thought it was Future.
Right, but I'm saying once he got that Kanye co-sign, it was like he was his own independent
He's Designer.
Thing. Right.
That's the thing. Like the song was a hit. He's over here trying to argue. He's arguing.
But I'm arguing that there's none. I'm arguing that there's none. I'm arguing that there's none.
He's making it sound like the song wasn't shit until Kanye sampled it.
It wasn't.
I don't think I ever would have listened to it. I honestly don't think I ever would have peeped that song or replayed it, except for when I heard it in context of Father Don't Stretch My Hands, and it kind of like, I mean, even though that's kind of dick riding on, like, as a Kanye fan, to be like, oh, I had to hear it on a Kanye album to fuck with it, but like, to be honest, I don't think I ever would. I mean, I would have never replayed that shit.
That shit used to play on the radio so fucking much, and we all, because I was in college, we all thought it was Future. We was bro, Future that came out with another motherfucking hit. Panda. Boom, I got bros in Atlanta. Sipping codeine in the face.
I thought it was Designer featuring Atlanta.
No, bro. When that
Future.
nigga said I got bros in Atlanta, nigga, that's Future.
That's what, exactly.
I'm like, nah, nigga, that's Future. I don't know who the fuck y'all talking about. Designer, that's Future.
I thought fucking the only Designer part was the Panda part.
Nah, Designer.
I thought that was the only.
Designer's the whole
Well, no,
thing.
not now. I'm saying
It
at
took
the time,
me months to find out that was Designer. I thought it was Future. And I'm like, me and my niggas, like, we would DJ parties. We playing the shit.
Right.
So, like, I'm not even paying attention. Like, it says Future on my laptop.
Right. Bro, when I downloaded Pablo, the Life of Pablo, it said featuring on the song, it said featuring Future. And
No,
like, because everybody was tripping. Yeah, no, for real. Because it was a leak, so nobody really knew.
Okay.
We didn't have the official track list, so people were
they were just putting names on it like they thought they heard it or something like that. Yeah.
So that's what, to me, makes me think that Panda wasn't popping like that back before, because I don't think it was somebody trying to be funny. I remember downloading like multiple leaks, and it said featuring Future on that song.
See, what I thought you meant was like, when you thought of like an artist that sounded like somebody and was like doing their thing, I thought it was somebody different. I didn't think of Designer, because I was like, oh man, he came on the scene and then disappeared real quick, sounding like somebody. I'm like, it's almost impossible to like sustain a career trying to sound like somebody else. Like, it don't even make sense.
Because you can't keep up with their evolutions of their sound quick enough to do it well.
No.
Because as soon as they switch up, now you have to adapt. You had their whole body of work to work with, and now you've got to adapt. And it's like, you can't be them. You know, you have to.
You know, like, I feel like a lot of people try to sound like Lil Uzi Vert or like Lil Migos, and like, if you're not them, if you're not the Lil Migos and you're not Lil Uzi Vert, you're not gonna last. Lil Pump tried. I feel like he could have lasted longer, but like, it's a lot of controversy out there with him, and like what he just did too much shit on camera. Like I said, keep your personal life personal and your public life public. So
yeah, he was a victim to the era that group of rappers was in, I think.
He was doing his thing. He was trolling a lot.
That's the trolling.
That trolling era.
The clout chase era, I think. I mean, we not out of it by any means.
No doubt.
When it first came about, you was just like, I feel like people didn't really know what actually did get you clout and what didn't. So like, there was a lot of experimentation. That's like the 6ix9ine, the Lil Pumps. That was a weird era. Like,
that was a weird era. It was like a lot of just trolling and people just like trying to start fights for no reason just to get like clout and get trending and stuff like that. I was like, oh yeah, this is weird.
Squeezing limes into their eyes.
Oh, yeah,
I was like, what are we doing
dude,
here?
for clicks, man. They were hurting themselves for clicks. It didn't make no sense, man.